ladies and gentlemen, we are back with part 2 of Day 7 of 2015 New Japan G1 Climax. We have our New Japan World player fast forwarded to 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 5 seconds, and we will be hitting play on go. 3, 2, 1, go! And Doc Gallows is angry, and Toru Yano is all kinds of bruised up.
Yeah, Toru Yano messed up again, still hasn't fully recovered from that altercation.
The bell rang.
There is the bell. Still hasn't fully recovered from that altercation with Tenzan.
And speaking of Tenzan, he is also in a match tonight. I want to say against Makabe.
Yeah, should be a very interesting clash. The NWA World Champion versus the Never Openweight Champion. And Toru Yano. I don't know how Doc Gallows is going to handle Toru Yano as we open up now with forearms. And Doc Gallows there just sending Toru Yano into the corner there.
Gallows is a beast, and Toru Yano is a wounded animal right now.
But he's also a trickster, and his mind hasn't been damaged so much as we know.
And Toru Yano shouting in Japanese, and Doc Gallows turns around and goes, "What the hell's he saying?"
Oh, man. Nice shoulder block there by Gallows. And again, Toru Yano talking to the referee. I don't know what the referee can do about it.
Doc Gallows goes, "This is bullshit, Marty!"
And now
Toru Yano wants a handshake so that he can probably do a low blow, and the ref won't even do anything about it.
Toru Yano offering an olive branch. And yeah, that's oh, Doc Gallows using the strength. Oh, Toru Yano.
It's an amazing match already.
Like, I was like, what's wrong? I just want to shake your hand.
Toru Yano just screaming in agony is the greatest thing ever. He's hilarious.
But there's something I want to bring to your attention, Ashton.
They're
Doc
treating
Gallows...
it like a submission. The referee forced Doc Gallows to break the handshake.
Doc Gallows is not going to play into Toru Yano's mind games. But something I do want to bring to your attention, Doc Gallows has 3 Bullet Club members at ringside, Tama Tonga, Carl Anderson, and Cody Hall. Do you feel like that's in part because of a confidence issue on Gallows having not yet won a match in the G1 Climax tournament?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know. It seems like there hasn't really been a ton of Bullet Club shenanigans. I feel like Takahashi has had the most of anyone.
Right.
Because I know it seems like in every match so far, Cody Hall has gotten involved in Takahashi's matches.
And now Toru Yano using the referee as a shield. Doc Gallows isn't able to get offense. And now he finally is there with the sledge, which sends Toru Yano.
And then he just kicks Toru Yano to the outside. So he's been trying so hard, working so hard to get that Toru. Oh, now we have Bullet Club.
And see, this is what I thought. I think Doc Gallows, whether he wants to admit it to himself, to us, or to anybody, I think his confidence is shaken. He is 0-3 so far in this tournament. If he loses to Toru Yano, I mean, forget about being done, because I think you and I both agree his tournament experience is pretty much ended already. But, I mean, man, how embarrassing would that be, especially since Toru Yano isn't at 100%.
Toru Yano is 1-2, though. So if Doc Gallows manages to beat him, it would actually even up their records.
That is true.
It would both be very 1-3 if Gallows gets the win here. If Yano wins, he would actually move up to 500, and as you said before, Gallows would stay this time the number would just be 4 instead of 3.
Now, Carlos, I mean, really utilizing that outside presence is Doc Gallows. And, of course, Carl Anderson, it's worth noting.
Oh, he's going after that wound that Tenzan created a couple days ago.
And, it makes perfect sense. I mean, if you're Doc Gallows, why wouldn't you go after it? You're looking at an 0-3 record, potentially 0-4. And if a bull comes in the ring and he's wearing red somewhere, you're going to target that area. And Doc Gallows now with the very precise body blows and a throat thrust there. Worth noting, again, Doc Gallows won half of the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions alongside Carl Anderson, who, again, is at ringside. So showing solidarity there is Doc Gallows' tag team partner.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Gallows is firmly in control right now. You just have to wonder what levels Toru Yano is willing to stoop to regain control of this match.
I mean, does it surprise you at all, Ashton? Because normally in Toru Yano's tournament matches thus far, we see his antics pretty early on. It doesn't take long for the chair to be introduced. It doesn't take long for the turnbuckle pad to come off. But since Doc Gallows has been in control, Toru Yano obviously doesn't have the means to pull any of those tricks. Does that surprise you at all?
It surprises me to a degree. I think this is going to sound ridiculous, but I think the turning point of this match was actually the handshake, because Toru Yano, thought he was going to pull one of his goofy tactics, and he went for the handshake, and Doc Gallows accepted, and Toru Yano tried to do the squeeze to try and make it hurt, but then it didn't affect Gallows, and Gallows squeezed Toru Yano's hand, and it hurt him, and that put Gallows in control. Pretty much since then, he's been in control. Now Toru Yano, though, goes after the turnbuckle and removes the pad. Gallows right into the exposed turnbuckles there. Toru Yano about to do his pose here. I wonder if he's going to duck.
I think, shouldn't he be looking right at Gallows? Or no, he did not. Yes, still got that sixth sense going on. Ducked Gallows. And now Toru Yano. And see, that's the thing. When he starts getting these tricks off, and he gets hit that time. But when he starts getting these tricks off, they start really wearing on you mentally. So Doc Gallows is in a very frustrating place. And now Gallows, oh man, not even going to try and charge. And Toru Yano's face. He is so concerned right now.
He turns around and he goes, "Oh, sorry."
And then grabbing the ears of Doc Gallows and then
just
yanks him down.
Gallows down. And now he's going to do it again.
Wow, and Toru Yano's so proud of himself.
Yano! Toru! And he actually got it off. And then he gets the pose. And then Gallows with a super kick.
That super kick, that could be it right there. I don't know if he caught him on the eye or not. And yeah, here comes the splash. He tried getting that earlier and missed. He got it this time.
Oh, I actually thought that might be it. That was so weird. It looked like Toru Yano just wasn't moving.
Yeah, Toru Yano able to kick out and then rakes the eyes. That was blatant. And then a throat thrust there again by Gallows.
Oh, but he goes, oh, no, he actually slowed down a little bit there. Toru Yano with the roll-up 1-2, and Gallows kicks out.
Oh, wow, Gallows this close to being 0-4.
Oh, Tamatonga up on the apron.
Wow, and now Toru Yano
on the other apron.
Cody Hall. Oh, that dog. Oh, this could be big for Toru Yano maybe. And now goes to the other side, and now he hits Tamatonga, but the referee's down. The referee is down.
The referee is down, and so is the rest of the Bullet Club. But Carl Anderson in the ring, actually, and the low blow from Gallows. I think they're going to do their tag team finisher here. And yes, they do. Now Anderson gets out of the ring. The referee is still down, but it looks like he's coming too. Gallows goes for the pin, and 2, 3. That's it.
3, there it is. Well, I'll tell you what, Ashton. If I was the officiator of this tournament, I'd give 2 points to Carl Anderson too, because Bullet Club gave a huge assist to Doc Gallows there.
Yeah, just split the points. 1 for Anderson, 1 for Gallows.
Absolutely. I really, you had to figure that Doc Gallows with all that outside presence was going to get the win. Toru Yano, though, I got to tell you, if it wasn't for the Bullet Club, I think he would have beaten Doc Gallows, and Doc Gallows would be looking at 0-4 rather than 1-3 right now.
Gallows, though, finally on the board. The only person so far that doesn't have... Is there anyone left that doesn't have any wins? Was Gallows the last person?
I think Gallows is the last person from my recollection. So Gallows no longer a complete and utter loser. But again, I think you really have to attribute it to the Bullet Club outside presence.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Toru Yano just kind of lying there on the ground. Bullet Club finally getting out. Tamatonga, the last person out, and his feet just hit the ground here. Gallows backing up towards the entrance and throws up the too sweet sign. I'm going to just say it. Gallows' face paint looks almost reminiscent of kind of the face paint that Finn Balor had going on at Beast in the East.
Yeah, definitely.
And Doc Gallows' teeth going on and the white eye paint going on. And here we go. Yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen. Makabe versus Tenzan. And hopefully, I'm calling it right now, hopefully Makabe puts Tenzan in his place here.
Well, I'm a big fan of Makabe. I love his style. The never open weight champion again, colliding with the NWA World Champion, that being Tenzan. Tenzan's had a very interesting G1 Climax experience, loses to Tanahashi, also lost to Toru Yano fairly recently. That was his last bout before this one upcoming. But he did beat Doc Gallows in his first bout. So I believe he is 1-2, if I'm not mistaken, about Tenzan's record. And I believe Makabe has a similar record, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're both 1-2, I believe, because Makabe... Or no, you know what? Makabe might be 2-1. Because I know he beat Toru Yano, lost to Bad Luck Fale. I forget who his last opponent was. Shibata, and he lost to Shibata. That's right.
Right.
So yeah, they are both 1-2. Who did Tenzan beat? Did Tenzan beat Toru Yano?
Tenzan lost to Toru Yano. He beat Doc Gallows in his first bout. He,
That's
lo-
right.
he lost to Toru Yano, and then he lost to Tanahashi before Toru Yano. So
Can I
that's
just say I love that they almost have these cards stacked in order from the match with the two competitors with the worst records building up to the match with the two competitors with the best records. Because if you look, this card specifically, Toru Yano 1 and 2 going into it, Doc Gallows 0 and 3. So a one combined win between those two guys. Now Makabe and Tenzan one win between the two of the, or two wins combined between the two of them, and then the final three matches, all six competitors in the final three matches have two wins each under their belts.
right.
I just think that's so cool.
Yeah, very smart booking there by New Japan. And
Now,
Tenzan,
yeah, Tenzan getting in the ring. That headdress, though.
yeah, I dig it. I can dig it. But I'll tell you what, Makabe is no pushover. And I think Makabe is really going to want to have to reestablish dominance here. Because,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I would say Tenzan's headdress is better to look at than his hair.
yeah, I could certainly agree with you there. And I'll tell you what, Tenzan's not going to be a pushover in this tournament bout. I mean, I'll tell you what, Makabe, we know
If
how
there's
good he is.
anyone that can push Hiroyoshi Tenzan over, though, it is Togi Makabe.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, you don't win the Never Openweight Championship by being a slouch. You know, you don't win the Never Openweight Championship by being a weakling. I mean, they don't come any tougher than Togi Makabe, except maybe Ishii, because I wouldn't want him to think that I'm implying that somebody may be tougher than him. You know, I actually want to live. So there comes Makabe here. Yes.
Makabe making his way into the ring here through the ropes. And you kind of have to wonder, as far as that never openweight championship goes, it seems like it's just kind of gotten passed and back and forth between Ishii and Makabe. Got to wonder if someone new is going to get introduced into that title picture. And I think that if someone does, it's going to be Hanma.
I would have to agree with you. I feel like Hanma could definitely find himself in that picture. I mean, he took Ishii to the limit over that belt, and you know, I could definitely see him being a future never open weight champion. But Ashton, let me ask you. I mean, both of these guys, 1 and 2 currently. How important do you think it is, given the current landscape of this tournament, given all the records and everything else, is it to break 500 at this point in the tournament?
Well, here's the thing: winning every match is important, but I don't think that the difference between 1 and 3 and 2 and 2 is significant enough that you have to say that it's more important than any other match.
Right.
So just every match in this series is important, but it's one of those things where if whoever loses this match, I mean, the loser of this match could win their next match, and the winner of this match could lose their next match, and they'd be right back to even. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I get exactly what you're saying. I just see Makabe there imposing his will with that shoulder block.
There have been a grand total of 5 people that have ever held that never openweight championship: Masato Tanaka, Tomohiro Ishii, Tetsuya Naito, Yujiro Takahashi, and this man, Togi Makabe. And out of those 5 men, 2 of them have been just kind of trading it back and forth since October 13th, 2014, Ishii and Makabe.
Absolutely. As you know, Tenzan in firm control. Could be a vertical suplex here.
Oh,
Oh, but
wow, yeah.
Makabe pounds.
Really low angle vertical suplex too. Almost like he just kind of dragged him across the air almost there.
Yeah, absolutely. Makabe just that raw power. And Tenzan's a bigger individual. You know, Tenzan's no small man. So Makabe just showing us how powerful he is and those hard forearms there in the corner. I was going to Irish whip Tenzan into the opposite corner. Tenzan reverses. Charges at Makabe. Makabe moves out of the way. And this could be a big opening. And oh, just slamming his head into that padding. And again, there is metal behind it. And let's take note, Ashton, much like Toru Yano earlier, Makabe seems to be exploiting that injury of Tenzan.
Yeah, he does have, I believe he has some tape on his head. Probably had to get a couple stitches. I kind of doubt he had to get the 11 that Toru Yano had to get, but still had to get some stitches, you would have to imagine. And oh, right into the metal ring post there.
Exactly, but for both Toru Yano and Tenzan, I mean, that's what the G1 Climax means to them. They're not going to whine and cry about it. They're going to put tape on it. They're going to get it stitched up, and they're going to do the same thing all over again the next night. That's what
Exactly.
facing the world champion means.
That
You
might be
know,
what facing the world champion means to them, but on that same note, it also creates a huge target for their opponents. And in New Japan, it's a very cutthroat promotion. You're not going to get away with that. The people are going to target that for sure.
yeah, I feel like the saying of New Japan should almost be mercy is for the weak, because anytime there is an opening, you best believe it will be exploited.
Maybe no rest for the wicked.
Maybe. I like that. And now Makabe there, look at that, kind of cradling the leg and just really wrenching back on it.
He could easily turn that into a figure four if he wanted to.
Maybe he's just softening up the one leg so it's easier to get the proper formation. And Tenzan.
And if he would do it that way, it would actually be a proper figure four. It would actually make a four, a number four with the guy's legs. Oh, it
Right.
looks like he's doing it. It looks like he might be trying to transition into it.
Nice transition there from Makabe, but oh, he's got him trapped right now.
And
And now
Tenzan's
look
trying
at
to fight out of it.
think about psychologically when you got a man standing over you like that, is almost to establish superiority. And Makabe just
Oh my
staring
god,
down
Makabe
Tenzan.
just said ask him. I heard Makabe say ask him.
Wow.
Oh, heel tactics are universal, my friends.
And Tenzan does get to the ropes. Makabe's going to have to break it, and he does.
Is it just me, or is that bandage of Tenzan starting to look more and more orange with time?
You know what? I don't think it is just you. I'm inclined to agree with you there.
Maybe a little bit of a leak, or maybe he reopened that wound. I don't know.
Potentially. I mean, again, that head just careened into the padding earlier.
I
And
feel
again,
like
very little give in
the
it.
bandage was white when we got here. You know?
And Makabe doing it again. He wants to reopen up that wound.
Yeah.
Good
You
God.
might not have to try all that hard either.
No, certainly not.
Nice there, lariat into the corner. Makabe is in firm control right now. This is about as dominant as Bad Luck Fale was over him in their bout.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. And Makabe's got to be feeling right at home having this much control in the matchup. And now look at that, the repeated punches. Now, normally, this is just a maneuver, especially in the Western world. That gets
Oh,
the
what a
crowd.
Northern Lights into
Oh,
a bridge.
beautiful Northern Lights. And on a man as big as Tenzan, it makes it doubly impressive. And the kick out. But yeah, those
Another
punches.
thing that I love Makabe is how vocal he is. Because, like, when he's throwing punches, he's, hey, hey, hey. Like, he gets so into it. It's great.
Could it be the lariat? Oh, spinning eel kick there by Tenzan.
I swear, his spinning heel kick 99% of the time just looks like he trips and falls over and just happens to do a flip, and then the other guy runs into his foot.
Right. Now the Mongolian chops from Tenzan.
Mongolia chop!
This, going back to the basics, is the NWA World Champion. Gonna go back at square one. Irish whip into the corner. He gets it off, and then a clothesline there follows through. Could it be a suplex here? Yes. Oh, and that mullet. I know it's your favorite.
Yeah, it's so awful.
Makabe kicks out.
Can I just point out how ridiculous it is that not only does he have a mullet in 2015, but the mullet is actually framed by blonde hair?
I know.
Like, hey guys, I'm out of style, and I really want you to know about it.
Oh man, what a driver there by Tenzan, using, I guess, Makabe's own momentum to drive him back down to the canvas.
Yeah, that almost looked like a Samoan drop to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe just a sloppy Samoan. Oh, Anaconda Vice!
He's got it. Anaconda Vice.
I don't think I've ever seen him win with this move, but he does like to transition it into a Cobra Clutch, which I have seen him win with.
Absolutely. I think that's how he beat Dog Gallows, right?
I don't know about that, but I know that for a fact that it's how he beat Rob Conway for the NWA World title.
Right. I feel like he might have actually beaten Doc Gallows with the Anaconda Vice. I'm not sure, though. I think he slammed him back down and he got the tap out. But
Oh, yeah, I think you might be right. You might be right. I don't remember very well. My memory's pretty awful, and especially when we watch as much wrestling in as short amount of time as we have been lately, everything just kind of runs together. But luckily, you have the very specific memory. And look at that. Almost a side effect there with the Anaconda Vice locked in.
See, now, wait, hold on a second here. Makabe into and he kicks out. Makabe does kick out. He was being pinned there. But I have to chastise Tenzan there, Ashton. I don't know why he didn't keep the hold locked in after he reestablished the dominant position.
I kind of feel like he wants the Cobra Clutch now, maybe? I don't know. Oh, look there, like he was going to go for like a vertical suplex or a Falcon Arrow or something. But Makabe fights out of it.
Look at the pointed elbows there, the back of the head.
Single forearm off the ropes. Tenzan with the headbutt. Tenzan going off the ropes now. Makabe with the power slam. Very nice. Not necessarily as crisp as usual, but still effective.
Absolutely. And Makabe, you can see, I think he's kind of breathing heavy. That headbutt took a toll on him. And now Tenzan's got to regain his footing, regain his equilibrium after that power slam's got to throw him all out of sorts. Whoever regains their vertical base, I would have to imagine, will have the advantage. And I believe, well, I couldn't even really tell who got there first. The camera was really just focusing on Makabe, but there's a lariat there by Makabe. Tenzan
And now
staggering.
just exchanging clotheslines at this point.
Absolutely. It's a hoss fight. It's a battle of the bulls. Who's going to give first?
What I love is that you can tell Tenzan is using clotheslines. Makabe is throwing lariats. Oh, and look at that, the reverse lariat. One, but only a one count. Tenzan kicks out at one. And the way you can tell is because Tenzan just kind of runs into the guy with his arm out. There we go. Makabe steps through them and then shoots his arm forward. That's the difference, folks, between a clothesline and a lariat.
Oh, man. And now look at this. He's got him in the fireman's carry position.
Death Valley Driver, maybe? A follow-through Death Valley Driver.
Yeah,
Oh, he has
absolutely.
a name for that. He has a name for that. Let me see if I can remember what his name is. Oh my gosh. You know what, John? Call the action.
Drives the knee. He just drives the knee, and he got him. He got him.
That's it. Wow. That setup move, the follow-through Death Valley Driver thing, that has a name. I know for a fact that it does.
Well, whatever you can call it what got Makabe the win here, because he puts
I guess not.
points on
I
the
guess
board.
it's just a Death Valley Driver that he just kind of modifies to make his own. But yeah, then winning with that King Kong knee drop.
Yeah, absolutely. King Kong knee drop there from Makabe. Picks up the win. And now he has broken 500.
Well, he is 500.
Yeah, there you go. 2-2, right?
And yeah, in the meantime, Tenzan drops to 1-3, and now Tenzan and Doc Gallows in the same, and Toru Yano in the same win-loss bracket.
Both Toru Yano and Tenzan, who came in here with injuries, lose their matches. Although I will say the injuries were only slightly, I think, a difference maker. Not as big as I originally thought. But regardless, Makabe leaves here not only still your never open weight champion.
I've got to ask. I know Toru Yano lost. Tenzan. I feel like Toru Yano, his only win was against Tenzan. Tenzan's only win was against Gallows, right?
That's correct.
And then Gallows got his only win against Toru Yano. So there's a perfect triangle there. It's almost like rock, paper, scissors.
Absolutely. And now, Ashton, now the match that I know you've really been anticipating.
This is the match that I'm looking the most forward to today. Now, I know that Naito Styles is going to be a barn burner, but I also know that they're going to get over 15 minutes because every main event so far has. But this match, I think, is going to be a complete and total show stealer.
I couldn't argue that point. And here comes Kota Ibushi and Ashton, this young man. The Golden Star, indeed. And that star ascended in his last tournament bout. He beat the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Which, it's worth noting, Shibata also faced AJ so far in this G1 tournament and could not get the job done. So now you have to wonder, does that mean that definitively Kota Ibushi is better than Shibata?
Potentially. And I think Shibata is going to be looking to put those whispers to bed.
I think Ibushi needs to win this match in order to prove it, though.
Absolutely. If Ibushi can win this match, he would be 3-1, which is not a bad record in the slightest.
Is anybody else 3-1 yet? I don't think so. I think the only people that could have possibly reached 3-1 are in these final three matches. I mean, obviously in the B block there are 3-1 people, but right. There aren't even any 3-1 people. There are 3-0 people in the B block, but not 3-1.
Right. I mean, the only two 3-0 people, again, Tomohiro Ishii and Okada. So, very privileged class.
And one of those guys has got to lose eventually because they're facing each other down the line.
And here's the interesting thing, Ashton. If Kota Ibushi can win and be 3-1, and one of those guys would lose a matchup, then, they would join that class with Ibushi. So Ibushi, if he can win here, he's got a very strong standing. I mean, one loss aside, that is still a beautiful place to be. And now here comes Shibata.
Ibushi's one loss coming to the man, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, Ibushi, I believe, also only has one loss, that being to AJ Styles, right?
Yeah, that is Shibata's only loss thus far.
Yeah. So, I mean, man, Shibata is right now looking like gold. And this match is huge for both of these guys because the winner of this match goes 3-1. And whoever wins this match, I mean, it depends because AJ Styles and Tetsuya Naito are both also 2-1. So whoever wins that match would join whoever wins this match in the top-notch tier of this block.
Absolutely. And we know the story of Shibata. Left New Japan because he didn't think it was going to go anywhere. Tried MMA. Came back when he saw it was getting hot. Tanahashi building that house, among others. And there's been some resentment ever since towards Shibata. I consider this tournament on a certain level to be Shibata's redemption, earning his way back into this ring with every match. And if he can beat Ibushi, I think he'll have really made a statement here in the G1 Climax.
And for those of you wondering, the other match between the 2-1 competitors that'll determine who enters that 3-1 bracket, Bad Luck Fale taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi. Winner of that match seems fairly obvious, but let's get back to this.
Absolutely. And Ashton, I got to ask you, how much do you think Ibushi's stock has risen beating AJ Styles? Do you think he's become one of the bigger threats in this tournament?
I know that a lot of people, the glamorous answer would be like, oh, his stock has come up all the way to the top of the mountain. But no, just a notch, just a little tick, just enough to kind of say that, yeah, he did something. But can he string that kind of success together is the question.
Here's my thing about that victory. It was great. Nobody's denying that. But that was yesterday.
Exactly.
This is today.
Hiroshi Tanahashi didn't become the man in Japan by winning one match.
Exactly. And Ibushi can't expect to do the same. And I love how scientific we are in the early going. And look at Shibata there with that follow-through.
Shibata's really just trying to get position, but Ibushi's so slippery, so elusive. And Shibata immediately gets into the rear chin lock. Shibata with a little bit of an advantage right now, but Ibushi immediately gets to the ropes almost. And yeah, this is very, very much kind of a chain wrestling match so far. Just them trying to feel each other out, see who has give. Oh, and Shibata there went for a kick, but Ibushi dodged. Now Shibata grabs Ibushi by the hair, but Ibushi counters with forearms.
Oh, man, this is going to be
but a huge uppercut from Shibata. Shibata off the ropes. Beautiful pump kick there from Shibata. Not even really a pump kick, just a straight kick to the face, knocking Ibushi off the apron. He actually used that in his match against Makabe as well. And another one over the guardrail. Ibushi over the guardrail and Shibata in firm control this early into the match. You got to wonder, is Ibushi going to be able to recover from this flurry of offense already?
Well, I'm not really sure about that. His face got rocked. His back careened not once but twice against the steel guardrail. Shibata has established a firm control of this matchup here. He's kind of monopolized the offense, monopolized the momentum. Has Shibata. And man, Ibushi's going to have to fight from the ground up now, but it wouldn't be the first time he's done that, Ashton.
Shibata going for the figure P leg lock.
Oh, man, there it is. Fully executed dead center of the ring.
And for those of you that haven't listened to every episode of this so far, I want to emphasize that the leg that is in pain right now is the straight leg. Shibata is using the bent leg to break the straight leg's knee. He's bending the knee the opposite direction it should be. And the more he raises his hips while straightening his legs out, the more painful it is. Oh! And he's raising his hips up right there. The more painful it is for Ibushi. Looks like Ibushi wants to reverse the leverage here. Maybe just try and get to the rope, but also potentially put Shibata in some pain. And there we go. Ibushi gets to the rope.
Ibushi does get to the rope. There is no quit in that young man. He has something to prove, but so does Shibata. Like I said, earning his way back into this ring with each and every match. Look at the forearms there.
And
his head. The follow-through. And back
Shibata
elbow.
Oh my God, that back elbow just pissed Shibata off.
Oh my God.
Oh, but Ibushi with a huge boot in the corner there. Shibata was not expecting the follow-through there. Ibushi literally just chased him into the corner and caught him with that boot.
Do you think maybe Shibata underestimated the toughness of Ibushi?
I think that's the key right there. He didn't underestimate Ibushi overall, maybe just how tough he is.
Exactly, and now Ibushi. Oh, man, what a high elevation drop there. That elevation was just unbelievable.
Oh, that might have just pissed Shibata off, though. Yeah, look at this. They're head-to-head. Look, Ibushi throws a forearm, but Shibata just completely eating it. Not even challenging him, not even acknowledging that Ibushi's hitting him. Such an insult. basically to say, yeah, I don't even acknowledge that you're attacking me right now. I don't even feel it. And one forearm sends Ibushi down to the ground from Shibata. That is how much of a badass this man is.
Look at Ibushi's face after just that one forearm. He looks so glazed over in his expression. And Ibushi, I
Huge
don't even know if he's
uppercut there from
conscious.
Shibata. Yeah, that look from Ibushi just said, oh my god, I've made a fatal mistake. Oh my god, Shibata standing on Ibushi while washing the face. And
Oh man.
again, stands on his shoulder. Now he's going to go for face wash and nails it. Just takes Ibushi's face off. Again, I said it the other day. If Ibushi had anything on his face, it's not there anymore. It's on Shibata's boot.
Exactly. And Shibata maintaining
And a
his
basement
control.
dropkick of his own.
Oh man. I'll tell you.
Katsuyori Shibata is one of the most physical wrestlers I have ever seen. Ever. One of the stiffest, one of the most physical, whatever you want to call it. He beats the crap out of his opponents.
Beautiful suplex into the float over, and Ibushi stays in it.
And yeah, Ibushi, man, it's crazy because they work their way from one corner to the other with Ibushi trying really hard to hit Shibata multiple times, and then Shibata with just one hit completely reversed the momentum and took control of the match again.
And now look at this, Ashton. Shibata going back to the fundamentals with the abdominal stretch.
Yeah.
He actually kind of follows through on it. They're low to the ground. I wonder if that helps at all with the leverage and pressure of your Shibata, but
And Shibata does have a bad arm, so it took a little while for him to kind of make its way over to actually hook his hands together. But now once he has them hooked, he can basically just kind of let his right arm dangle and use all of the left arm for all the work. But again, Ibushi makes it to the ropes to force the break. Shibata with just a stiff kick to the chest. Shibata, though, goes down to Ibushi's drop kick.
absolutely.
And all the way out of the ring, as a matter of fact. Shibata now rolled out of the ring. Ibushi probably going to go for a triangle moonsault here, if I had to guess.
But do you agree with this, Ashton? I mean, if I'm Ibushi, I would have tried to recover a little bit because Shibata just really put a whooping on me just a few moments ago. And, triangle moonsault, and there it is.
And yeah, it looked almost like he caught him in the arm there, but I will say, I think that the one thing that Ibushi definitely needs to work on is focusing more on winning and not so much on getting his shit in.
Well, yeah, I completely agree with you there. And Shibata does seem like he's favoring the arm a little bit. Maybe that was just me, but I feel like the camera caught the one angle. Which, hey, if you weaken the arm, it's going to make it more difficult for Shibata. He already has one bad arm to get the sleeper in properly.
That's true.
And that sleeper, man, is absolutely devastating. I never thought I'd see anywhere again where the sleeper was a legitimately dangerous hold. But I'll tell you, put it in the hands of Shibata, and there you go.
Well, that's the thing, though. He doesn't win with the sleeper. He just uses the sleeper to set wins up with that field goal kick.
Exactly, but still, it's such a potent combination, Ashton, that if Ibushi gets caught in it, you have to believe that it's over. So.
And now Ibushi kicking Shibata in the chest, but Shibata just reminding Ibushi how much of a tough son of a bitch he is.
Oh, he's not going to give. He's even shaking his head like, is that all you've got? Come on, is that all you've got? He's asking for more, Ashton. He's asking for more from Ibushi. Unreal.
It seems like every time Ibushi's kicking him harder, too.
Absolutely, and Shibata wants to test his own pain threshold. He's asking for more, and now he's not going to give Ibushi any more time. He's slowly starting to ascend back to that vertical base. Oh, look at Shibata's face.
Yeah, he caught Ibushi's leg. But Ibushi with the forearm, slap combination, kick to the calf, and then a spin kick, and then a kick to the chest, and then a spinning corkscrew moonsault.
Beautiful, goes right into the cover, too, and Shibata does kick out.
Standing, not spinning, but he did do quite a bit of spinning.
I mean, Ibushi's talent is unreal. It cannot be understated, but the same thing could be said for Shibata's toughness as he kicked out there. He's staying in the fight. Shibata will not go quietly. And now Ibushi
went for... It almost looked like he went for that field goal kick that Shibata is so well known for, but Shibata caught the leg, and now Ibushi trying to get Shibata to drop the leg with forearms. Shibata puts the leg down only for a forearm of his own. Again, the second time now we've seen one single forearm from Shibata absolutely rattles Ibushi.
Absolutely. Ibushi just crumbles to the ground there. Shibata, let's see if he can build on this. Goes for the kick.
Ibushi kicks him in the back of the head there. I mean, you got to imagine Shibata's leg. Oh, wow. Shibata caught it.
God!
Into an STF. This is an STF. John Cena, eat your heart out.
Oh my God, that was the most brilliant counter I think I've ever seen. He caught the Pele. You
He
heard that
wanted,
right.
yeah, I was just going to say, Ibushi wanted the Pele, but Shibata caught it, laid him down, and then stepped over into the STF.
And Ashton, I think we have to say here, Ibushi is a long way from the ropes.
He is.
Can he get there? He is slowly inching his way. He has to carry Shibata with him, and that's got to be excruciating, carrying another man's weight on top of your own towards the ropes.
The good news is, as much of a badass as Shibata is, he's not significantly heavier than Ibushi. Maybe 20 pounds at the very most.
And then, oh, there it is. He gets there. He gets there. But I
Oh, and
gotta.
the sleeper. No, maybe. It seems like he really wants that sleeper locked in. He kind of has like a modified version of it. Usually he sinks it in a little bit deeper than this, though.
Absolutely. Can Ibushi fight out of it? Can he get to the right? He does. He does.
Oh, but with the waist lock here, Shibata. Oh my God! Just dropped Ibushi on his head, but Ibushi recovered immediately. A German suplex. Shibata forearm goes for the pin. 1 count. Shibata Ibushi with the kick to the chest goes for the pin. 1 count again. Shibata another kick goes for the pin here. 1 count again. These guys are killing each other, but nobody has any kills.
What a lariat!
1 another 1 count.
Jesus!
Ibushi was on his feet for a moment, but then it looked almost like he lost his balance or just maybe passed out momentarily. Both of these guys are down and out.
Wow, I cannot believe that exchange between one of the most beautiful looking STFs I've seen in years to that whole sequence. These two are giving each other everything.
This is Shibata taking control and Ibushi trying to match his intensity. And what a lariat from Ibushi there. 1, 2, and Shibata kicks out. It almost looked like Shibata wanted to translate that into some kind of submission, but it was unable to.
I mean, and I've said it time and time again, Ashton, the technical and submission acumen of Shibata is just absolutely surreal. But Ibushi, his quickness could be his advantage. And now could it be a
Shibata, Death Valley driver.
Oh, wow, yeah, and the follow, they're all right on the head of Ibushi.
That almost looks like a Death Valley brainbuster or something like that. I don't know.
Absolutely. And Shibata now, can he recover? I mean, this is a great opening he's given himself against Ibushi. And again, both guys, you could say about the other, you can't take the guy lightly. Whenever you get an opening, you need to capitalize on it because it could be your last.
We're up to 5, I believe.
This could end in a draw here.
7.
Shibata going, no. Shibata doesn't want it to end that way. And it won't. Oh, man, what is happening right now? Forearms being exchanged. Both guys on their knees. Eye level with each other. Oh, man, Ashton, who is going to give first here? Who is going to give? Who wants it more? Who wants to go 3 and 1 more between these two? Oh, and Ibushi now, I think, is going to kick it into that next gear. Can he do it? Oh, another forearm there. And now it's Shibata. This guy's like, oh my God, I say that. And then he takes Ibushi's head off with a forearm of his own.
But Ibushi might have reeled a little bit there, but he came right back. Shibata's forearms are absolutely devastating right now. But Ibushi really wound up for that one and nailed Shibata, but Shibata right back with his own. Ibushi's kind of starting to get used to the impact of Shibata's forearms. Returns with 3 of his own and then a slap. Oh, he went for a punch. Now he's punching. Just closed fist punches. The referee admonishing him, but he's not stopping. And a kick to the shoulder. Another kick to the side. Oh, and he went for another kick. Shibata caught it and slapped into the sleeper.
Oh, wow. Ibushi better find a way out or it's over. And look at that. Oh, it could be over here. It could be academic for
Here
Shibata.
He's going for the penalty kick. He got him. That's got to be it.
It's
1,
one,
2, 3.
3. Wow.
Katsuyori Shibata with the win. He moves to 3 and 1. A very exclusive rank right now. Meanwhile, Ibushi falls to 2 and 2 with the same likes as who just went to 2 and 2, John? Was it Makabe?
I believe it was Makabe, yes.
So Ibushi and Makabe now sharing that rank. I believe they're the only ones.
Well, I gotta be honest. I know how great Shibata is. I know how tough he is. But I am a bit surprised. I really thought Ibushi was going to be able to ride that wave of momentum after beating AJ Styles.
Right.
But again, it's like we said at the opening bell. That was yesterday. this is today, and today Shibata proves himself to be the better man.
Shibata really, it did feel like he was kind of in the driver's seat from the very beginning of this match. The entire match felt like Ibushi was just trying to keep up with Shibata, which isn't something you say very often about Kota Ibushi, but in this case, I do believe that's what it felt like.
Absolutely, and that slap into the sleeper hold. I mean, Shibata's ability, and I wanted to comment on this earlier in the match, but I think it's even more appropriate here. I think what makes Shibata so dangerous, Ashton, I think you've taken note of it too, how he just goes from hold to hold to hold so effortlessly. I mean, I've watched a lot of technical, I've watched a lot of scientific wrestling in my time. Shibata may be among the pantheon of greats because the fluidity of his maneuvers just absolutely surreal to me.
I'm looking forward to seeing Shibata mix it up with other guys now. Well, we just had Shibata Naito, right?
I believe we did, yes, and I think Shibata won that encounter if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking forward to that match right there. Shibata versus Tanahashi is going to be amazing.
Oh, the bad blood you have to imagine, Ashton, given the story that you've told and that I recounted, during entrances. Oh, that's gonna be explosive. Tanahashi versus Shibata.
Yeah, they had a match last year that was a 5-star match from Meltzer, so they definitely have some history to live up to.
Certainly. And the stakes don't get any higher than G1 Climax, the winner, getting an opportunity at the world champion, that being Okada. Unless, of course, again, Okada wins it, then he gets his pick of the litter. And who knows? Maybe Okada was watching in the back and saying, you know what? I want a piece of Shibata, but only time will tell. And now here comes the underboss of the Bullet Club. Bad luck, Fale.
Bad Luck Fale taking on the man right now in New Japan. This should be an interesting match, but I really feel like Fale is going to eat a loss here. I don't see Tanahashi losing this.
I don't see it either. I think bad luck Fale, and I certainly can't say that I blame him. Probably thinks he'll be able to impose his will. But Tanahashi, I feel like really wants to make a comeback here. Bad luck Fale, his record currently 2-1. If somehow he can pull out the upset, and it would be a huge upset, he would be 3-1, and he would join where Shibata is now. So
You almost have to feel like if Fale is going to beat Tanahashi, it has to be quick.
absolutely.
Because the longer this match goes, the more Tanahashi's conditioning is going to start to really overtake Fale.
And that's been the focal point of a lot of our conversations about Tanahashi, from a technical standpoint, from a match standpoint, is that conditioning. And no offense to Bad Luck Fale, but I don't think he'd be able to keep up with Tanahashi in that department. Hell, most men can't. So,
Yeah, I mean, we know Tenzan couldn't. I feel like Ibushi could have if they would have gone on for a little bit longer, but that match was just tragic, if you ask me.
absolutely.
Naito, though, was able to keep up with Tanahashi, and not only keep up with him, but eventually, with enough work on the neck, beat him.
Absolutely. And I wonder if Naito will be able to repeat that magic tonight against AJ Styles. I mean, beating two top dogs in your consecutive tournament matches. What a statement that would be for Naito. And now Tanahashi could join Shibata as well. This is, again, another 2-1 versus 2-1 matchup.
As is Styles Naito.
Absolutely. So Shibata's going to be joined by two other people before the night is through.
Yeah, so after tonight, we're going to have 3 men at 3-1, and I believe 4 men in this block at 2-2, and then another 3 at 1-3. It'll be perfectly palindrome there going on with the 3-4-3, symmetrical
Absolutely.
and everything, you know?
Absolutely. And Ash, I mean, how good must you feel, though, if you're Okada or Ishii and you're just thinking my record still isn't tainted after all this time? I mean, we're at day 7 of the G1 Climax. You've got to be feeling good.
At the end of their most recent round of matches, they were 1/3 of the way through this tournament.
Absolutely. 1/3 yet to be beaten. And, if you're Tanahashi and AJ Styles, you're probably thinking to yourself, you know what? We can still come back. We can still win this thing. And especially for Tanahashi, he's got to be saying, hey, you know what? This is my house. And Bad Luck Fale right now is an uninvited guest in Tanahashi's house. So we'll see how he deals with it here.
Crowd chanting pretty sturdily in Tanahashi's corner here.
There is no surprise about that. This is the house that Tanahashi certainly built, and
He
bad
might not
luck
have built
Fale.
it, but he sure did do some redecorating to make it more appealing to everyone else.
Absolutely.
I'd say maybe Kenta Kobashi or one of those guys built the house, but again, Tanahashi took it from a kind of a ratty old shed-looking thing to a nice hospitable home.
And I can't believe these guys, I can't believe Tanahashi may actually be entertaining the thought of a test to strength Bad Luck Fale, and Bad Luck Fale kind of teasing Tanahashi about the size differential and whatnot. Bad Luck Fale, a
Oh,
tower of a man.
Tanahashi just kind of psyching himself up there. He knows he has a little bit of a tower to overcome here. He
Certainly.
is pushing so hard with Bad Luck Fale with no give.
And if you're Tanahashi, Ashton, I mean, we always say, it's the generic go-to line. Oh, chop down the redwood. But is there any more Tanahashi can do against Bad Luck Fale, do you think?
I would say that's definitely his best strategy, but if you want to be a little bit more cerebral, go after the arms because then you can't get hit with that bad luck fall. If he can't lift you up behind his head, over his head, what are you going to do? He can't beat you that way.
Yeah, the Bad Luck Fale or the Tongan Spike that we know Bad
Yeah,
Luck
so
Fale
maybe
is prone
focus
to
on the
use.
right arm because then, or yeah, because the right arm is the one that does the spike and the right arm is the one that does half of the lifting for the fall. This is going to be a longer cerebral match if I had to guess. If Fale doesn't end it quickly, which is difficult to do because it's Tanahashi.
Exactly. Tanahashi now sick of Bad Luck Fale's crap. Answer with the forearms, but oh man, one forearm sends Tanahashi staggering against the ropes. And now he answers back. Oh, oh man, Fale, that man. I mean, we say that this is the house that Tanahashi renovated. Well, Bad Luck Fale is just a house, period. And
Yeah,
Tanahashi,
yeah. Fale is a brick house.
absolutely. And now Tanahashi. Oh, man, see, it's a fight you're not going to win, Tanahashi. And again, I feel like I'm watching something in the back of a schoolyard, dude. Like somebody finally standing up to the bully, but then the bully being like, I'm tougher than you, right? And, we all know how that ends. I'm
Tougher,
not.
bigger, stronger. Oh, but
Oh,
there we go. Tanahashi again. Never forget the dragon screw leg whip is a major move in Tanahashi's. Oh, but gravity is a major move in Fale's arsenal.
absolutely. Tanahashi does kick out. And I gotta be honest, it kind of makes me tisk a little bit seeing a veteran like Tanahashi thinking he could slam Fale after only drop kicking the knee once. He only routed the knee, and look at that outside advantage still coming into play. I doubt Fale needs it, but against Tanahashi, I guess you exploit every opportunity you can get.
Absolutely. I mean, you almost have to imagine the Bullet Club has sort of targets painted on the backs of Tanahashi, Nakamura, and Okada because those are kind of the top guys, and they want to prove that AJ Styles, maybe Carl Anderson, and Bad Luck Fale are the new top guys.
Exactly. And look at that. I think Bad Luck Fale just undid the padding there.
It looks like he kind of untied it, but he didn't pull it all the way off, I think.
Yeah, so he went halfway
Oh,
to
and
go.
now Fale standing on the chest of Tanahashi.
What does it say about a man when simply standing on another man can count as offensive?
That
You
just means
know?
they're really big.
Exactly. I mean, that just shows you what a tower, what a titan Bad Luck Fale is. And now he's going to Irish whip
Oh, and I
Tanahashi into the
guess he
corner
did
there.
take the pad off. I didn't realize it, but he did because now Tanahashi. You know what I think might have happened? I think he might have untied it and then had one of his Bullet Club boys come around and take the whole thing off.
Exactly. And Bad Luck Fale knows the referee isn't going to do a damn thing about it because, I mean, hell, with how, Toru Yano gets treated when he does the same thing. Plus, it's Bad Luck Fale. Are you going to tell that man no about anything?
Would you?
I'm certainly not. Again, I want to
Oh, and
live.
again into the turnbuckle, and again the referee admonishing Fale for it. It definitely seems like the referees are a lot harder on the Gaijin, whether it's Fale or AJ or anyone really in the Bullet Club, than they are on the Japanese competitors, specifically Toru Yano, but mostly just kind of Japanese competitors in general.
Yeah, now look at this grip by Fale, both hands. And here's the thing, he really seems to be softening up the back and the shoulders of Tanahashi. And you have to imagine, Ashton, that such softening up, such working over of those parts of Tanahashi's body, it may make it more difficult for Tanahashi to ascend the ropes to hit the high fly flow.
And if he's focusing on the neck there, that's exactly where you land when you get hit by that bad luck fall.
Exactly.
And it's where the pain is kind of shooting into you when you get hit by the tongue and spike. Oh,
Exactly.
choke bomb maybe? Choke bomb maybe? He wants it. He has him up.
There's only one way up, and that's down. There it is.
Almost like a jackknife power bomb style choke bomb, and goes for the splash, but Tanahashi rolls out of the way.
I think Tanahashi just saw his life flash before his eyes, wasn't content with liquefying all his food from that point onward, because I'll tell you, if Bad Luck Fale landed on Tanahashi, all of his organs would have been liquefied. And now Tanahashi going to try and come back with the forearms there. There's the uppercut, another forearm, another uppercut, so he's alternating here. Bad Luck Fale now in the corner. Tanahashi going to Irish whip. Look at Fale, though, using that power. Sends Tanahashi into the corner. Charges. Tanahashi moves out of the way, using that quickness advantage. And now a nice forearm there by Tanahashi, but Bad Luck Fale merely staggers Ash. It's going to take so much more to take that man down. And now again, go for the slam, and he got it! Oh my god, he got it!
Like when Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 in front of 500,000 people, brother!
Right in there in that Superdome.
Oh, and an elbow drop and then a senton right away, and he goes for the pin 1, 2, but Fale kicks out. Not going to be quite that easy, Tanahashi, but you're off to a good start so far.
Not only did Fale kick out, he kicked out with authority right there.
Threw Tanahashi behind him.
Exactly. Tanahashi now, keep up the game plan. You slammed Bad Luck Fale, which definitely proves to me you could get a dragon screw off on him if you wanted to.
Oh! Fale pulled the ref in. The ref is down. Time for some Bullet Club tactics.
Brilliant by Fale. And now, accidentally connects there with Tamatanga. Bad Luck Fale just kind of looking disappointed there. Turns around and then gets clotheslined over the rope by Tanahashi. He is feeding off of this arena. Where is he getting this power from? And now Cody Hall checking on Fale.
Yeah, he is absolutely feeding off of the crowd, like you said, getting all that energy going on. And now a high fly flow onto the entire Bullet Club that's out there right now. Fale, Cody Hall, and Tamatanga, all three ate that. And it seems like even though Tanahashi's feeling a little bit of the effect in his stomach area, he is still ready and rearing to go.
Absolutely, and it's got to be quite advantageous for Tanahashi, having taken out all of the outside noise in the Bullet Club. Now it's just back to him and Fale, and since he's proven he can slam Fale and do all of this other stuff, I have to feel like the size differential no longer matters. It's a moot point.
I mean, it still matters, but Tanahashi has definitely proven that he's able to overcome it.
Absolutely. And now Tanahashi could it be Sling Blade?
Here. Fale just throws him. It looks like Tanahashi's going to skin the cat, though.
Let's see if Fale can detect it in time. I don't think he's going to. Tanahashi willing himself, skins the cat. Oh, look at that. Ducks the clothesline from Fale. Oh, but the shoulder block.
Shoulder block from Fale takes both men off their feet.
Wow, Fale. I actually even kind of had a little leap there. Almost looked like a pounce, except it wasn't on the side. I mean, it was just straight forward. So Fale's showing he has a little bit more to give. He's not going to go quietly. And Tanahashi, I mean, I thought he was going to go for the sling blade. Fale caught him, and then you saw that whole exchange. So now the playing field is just about even in my mind once again. Let's see if Fale can capitalize on this.
The sling blade is one of the most elusive maneuvers, too, because basically it looks like you're jumping to the side of someone and they don't really know what's going on, and then you swing around and slam them down with your other arm.
Absolutely. And the idea that Fale had it scouted enough, I think really shows you the preparation that Fale's put. And now he's signaling for it, Ashton. The Tongan spike.
He wants that grenade.
Oh, man, that's right. That is what they call it, the grenade. Is it going to blow up in Tanahashi's face?
He has him throttled by the neck with his left arm, but Tanahashi gets out of it. Tanahashi here, sling blade, just like we said. Just like you said. You called that.
Absolutely. He got it off. And now could it be a high fly flow?
He wants a high fly flow.
Could this do it?
He's up on his feet, but no. Tanahashi hits the high fly flow. And now Fale, it looks like Fale was starting to get up again. Tanahashi gets up to the top rope here.
Oh, is it going to be in here?
High fly flow. He hit it.
He got it. That's over. It's over.
Two.
Oh,
but he got pulled out. The referee got pulled out of the ring.
No way. Who the hell did that?
Probably Cody Hall, if I had to guess.
But I didn't see anybody. Who the hell? Oh, wait a minute here. Are you kidding me? Tanahashi had this match won. He hit the high fly flow. He got it. And now, Tanahashi, his face told the entire story. He knew he should be 3-1 right now. And the damn referee got pulled out. And so now what's Tanahashi going to do? He always got the waist lock. There's no way. It's one thing to slam a man forward, but, to get that kind of positioning, the leverage is just not there for Tanahashi. And just one elbow from Fale. And now Fale, could it be the... Oh, man. Oh, could this be
one of the bad luck fall, but Tanahashi between the legs. Oh, now Fale with Samoan drop.
Excellent Samoan drop. And now, is he going to go for the pin? Yes, he is. Let's see it here. Referee, how convenient. Back in just in time. 2. And Tanahashi kicks out.
I wonder if we should call it the Tongan drop when he does it.
That actually seems appropriate to me. And now let's see. Fale has yet to get the grenade or the bad luck fall. Maybe he'll try again for one of these maneuvers here. And again, it's going to be the bad luck fall. Can he get it here? It could be over if he does.
He's got
Tanahashi's up. Don't waste too much time.
Oh, but Tanahashi's squiggling out. He's kind of worked his way out of it.
Oh, could it be the backside? Oh, my God. Could he get it?
Just got to shift the center of gravity over.
Bad luck Fale seems to be buckling, but the power. The power, too much to deny. Let's see. Slap there. Slap there to Fale. Could it be another sling blade?
Oh, a kick
to the gut. Third time now.
He really wants that bad luck fall.
The third time for the bad luck fall here. Is he going to get it this time? Can Tanahashi slip out a third time? He does!
Again. Now Tanahashi has him hooked. Oh, the spinning neck breaker there.
Oh, and now Tanahashi, he's still feeling it. He hasn't lost that much control. Could it be the high fly flow here? No, Fale getting up. Maybe he can catch Tanahashi here. Oh, what a close
lariat.
Good God, the lariat, and then the splash. And he goes right into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out.
So close.
I did not believe that this match was going to be this competitive, but to be fair, again, Tanahashi had this match won earlier after the high fly flow, but that lariat by Bad Luck Fale may make all the difference. The grenade! He got it! He got the grenade! Oh, this could be it here. 1, 2.
Oh, and Tanahashi kicked out of that as well.
There's only one move left, Ashton. The Bad Luck Fall.
Or is he setting Tanahashi up maybe for a top rope splash here?
Oh, my God, all that humanity, that can't go to the top rope. What are you doing, Bad Luck Fale? Oh, my God, what are you doing? Look, he can't even balance himself.
Oh, he hit it!
But he got it!
Splash. It was a freaking frog splash! That's got to be a 1, 2, and that's it! Bad Luck Fale has defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi! Fale goes to 3-1, Tanahashi to 2-2. Who could have possibly seen that coming?
Oh, my God. And I have to imagine that the favorite is the favorite no more. Bad Luck Fale actually got the frog splash. I'm speechless. I cannot believe the Bullet Club has stolen this one. And yeah, Bad Luck Fale, he's one hell of an athlete. I'll never take anything away from that young man. But I'll tell you something. Tanahashi had this match won. Earlier in the match, he got the high fly flow. Somebody pulled the referee out before the 3 count, and that was enough. Despite the fact that Tanahashi wouldn't go quietly, he just couldn't stop Fale. That grenade made all the difference in the world.
You know, it's funny. I'm doing a little bit of research here to try and figure out what the name of that move is. I think they kind of missed an opportunity here. They could have gone with the high fly slow, but instead they call that the falling coconut.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you what, the falling coconut pays dividends.
A high fly slow, though?
High fly slow, absolutely. I cannot believe Bad Luck Fale has a 3-1 record. He joined Shibata.
Maybe the deep fry flow?
Maybe. But, I mean, Ashton, what an impressive night so far for the Bullet Club. Doc Gallows wins. Fale wins. They won a tag match, in the first half of the show.
Yeah.
Bullet been quite dominant, which all comes down now to AJ Styles in the main event. Can he keep up that momentum?
I think Bullet Club's actually undefeated so far.
I have to agree with you. But if
Yeah, they are. Anderson, Takahashi, Tonga, and Hall won their tag match. Like you said, Gallows won, Fale won. Now it's just up to AJ Styles to kind of maintain. And we'll have a perfect game for the Bullet Club.
Can they do it? I mean, if it comes down to AJ Styles thrives in these moments, Ashton. He's a big match player.
If there's anyone on the planet that can ruin the Bullet Club's perfect day, though, it's Tetsuya Naito.
This new attitude of Naito, AJ Styles better realize that the man he fought and bested at Wrestle Kingdom 9 is not the same man he'll be facing tonight, not by a long shot.
Yeah, exactly. And not only is he not the same man, he's not anywhere close to as good as the more recent version of Naito.
Well, I mean, let's just be cut and dry about it, partner. The most recent version of Naito beat Tanahashi.
Yeah, let's give some credit where credit's due. He beat Tanahashi, but now so has Bad Luck Fale.
Absolutely, and I was getting ready to say, and so has AJ Styles. So him and Naito, and now Fale most recently, share that common ground. This matchup will determine who the last person will be that's going to have a 3-1 record. And I'll tell you something, AJ Styles, he looks focused. He looks in the zone, guns blazing, and he better have him out. Because let me tell you something, Naito, he may seem like he doesn't care, but I think it's all just a ploy. It's a psychological tool that has paid dividends here. And if he could beat AJ Styles, imagine if you're Naito, you go to the back and you have on your shoulder that you've beaten both Tanahashi and AJ Styles. I mean, Ibushi can't say that.
Who's left in your block? You would think Naito's going to win his block if he wins this tonight.
Absolutely, and that's
because you get past AJ Styles, and who does he have left? I mean, Toru, Yano, Gallows, Togi, Makabe. Maybe Makabe could give him a run for his money, but maybe Kota, Ibushi, Shibata, he already beat. Or no, you know what? Shibata, I think that was Naito's only loss, wasn't it?
Exactly.
So, I mean, unless Shibata wins out, the only way, if Naito wins this match and wins the rest of these matches, the only way that he could do anything but win his block is if Shibata also wins out, because Shibata beat him one-on-one.
Absolutely. And AJ Styles, I'll tell you what though, Bullet Club's had a heavy hand in these matches tonight, and AJ does have backup. So if you're Naito, I know you thrive on being a loner, but this may be the first time that it really proves disadvantageous to Naito here. And man, that mask, you look into those eyes. Those eyes tell the story of a man that has changed.
You say he's a loner, but on that same note, he is a member of a faction now in CMLL.
That's true. In CMLL, he has running buddies. Here in New Japan, though, it seems like he's alienated everyone.
I'm going to apologize if I botched the pronunciation here, but I believe the name of the faction is Los Ingobernables.
I'm not even going to try and repeat that. I commend you. I think that probably was proper pronunciation. But, I mean, you just see Naito. He comes out with the mask, and I just get this eerie chill every time Naito emerges. And it's funny because he's not even, that type of performer. And he's not Undertaker-esque or Kane-esque. But there's just something about this man's approach, his tenacity, his mercilessness. I don't think AJ Styles fully grasps, Ashton, in my estimation, what he's in for tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that the last time we saw these two in the ring, it was at Wrestle Kingdom 9, and Naito was a smiling, beloved babyface that the women would cheer for randomly during his matches because they loved him so much. And now he's pretty universally loathed by the New Japan audience.
Absolutely. I mean, you see him. It's such a dichotomy between the mask and then the suit, and he finally takes the mask off. I'll tell you, and that's my point. Did you see AJ just smirk? Now, I know AJ's confident in his ability, but don't write Naito off. This is what I'm warning AJ about, because he's probably thinking, oh, look, guys, Naito thinks he's tough. No, I don't think you grasp what this man will do to beat you up tonight. You better be ready.
I don't know if I'd go as far as to say he'll break your neck, but he'll definitely make it hurt way more than you ever wanted it to.
Look, AJ's even complaining, look at how long it takes him to get in his attire. It's all part of Naito's game. It's all part of it.
Naito's mind games are working.
Absolutely. I mean, Ashton, to say that Naito has done a 180, I think that may be the grossest understatement I've ever uttered so far on commentary, because just a full-on metamorphosis for Naito. And when it gets you the win over the likes of Tanahashi, which again, Bad Luck Fale did the same in the preceding bout, but I believe he can beat AJ Styles. AJ Styles wants to get this match on the road. I take it all in. I realize Naito, it's a long con, baby. It's a chess match. It is a chess match. And
AJ is
AJ,
so ready, but Naito just standing there, just kind of staring him down, waiting for AJ to make the first move.
I think AJ's a bit perplexed, dude. I think AJ doesn't know what to make of this, and I don't. This is not the same man you faced that you bested at Wrestle Kingdom 9, and AJ can't reconcile that fact right now.
Yeah, like AJ wants to just kind of circle his opponent, get into a lockup, and Naito is just like, man, we'll lock up when I say we lock up.
Exactly. But see, that's just the thing, though, dude. I mean, Naito doesn't care. He has that apathy, and yet he's so calculative. If we notice in his matches, and AJ going for the quick pin there, and Naito just as quick with the kick out. And now look at that, rolls out of the ring. Again, he wants the pace. And AJ, he's so used to being dominant. He's so used to being that ring general for him to establish the tone and everything else. Naito's not going to allow it for him. He's not going to afford him that privilege. He's saying, no, 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 my terms, not yours.
Yep.
Man, Naito, that look on his face, just he almost seems annoyed to be here. Just seems annoyed to be performing in front of all of us.
He's
And I think,
offended that New Japan would dare put him against a scrub
that's the
in his eyes, like AJ Styles.
That's the perfect word, Ashton. It does. It looks like an expression of pure offense. Like, how dare you? I was busy doing things before he had to call me out here. And now AJ really cranking in that side headlock. And Naito shoots him off. And there's the shoulder block there by AJ, but Naito does not fall. He does stagger, but he doesn't fall. And now Naito again. And now look at that. Charges in AJ. Catches him. He caught AJ, but AJ, beautiful reversal. Nice. And then I think almost into the rear chin lock. He's got the hands and the arms a little bit elevated. So it's almost like a seated crossface of sorts.
Yeah. Naito gets out of it and rolls over to the other side, and he was kind of ready, but AJ just kind of let him do it, and I don't know. It seems almost like AJ is trying to call Naito's bluff here.
Maybe. I mean, maybe AJ's just trying to cut through the psychological BS and saying, come on, lock up with me, show you're the better man. And Naito just not completely willing to engage. I mean, you see the hesitance here for potentially a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. And no, it is not. AJ, though, taking control of the arm of Naito. Beautiful. Look, he bends the wrist back. Nice. AJ's got great leverage, great positioning on that arm. Maintains control of it, even though Naito regained the vertical base now. And
Naito reverses momentum and gets into another wrist lock of his own. Gotta wonder if he's going to turn this into a hammer lock. Naito almost smiled there. Not sure if you caught that.
Absolutely. I mean, his facial expressions, you got to pay attention to the most minute details of how this man emotes. And now grabbing AJ by the hair, he says, screw the scientific wrestling. Time to introduce the cheap tactics. Handful of AJ's hair there. And now look at that. Backs up AJ into the ropes. He's got to make the break. And Naito, oh, and there's the chop. And the kick, and now a flurry here. I knew we weren't going to stay scientific for too long, and Naito just threw the book out. And now I think Naito feeling quite comfortable. But there's that drop kick from AJ. What a drop kick by the phenomenal one. And he knows it. He knows how good that drop kick was.
He gets some crazy elevation when he does that.
And now look at AJ, not going to allow Naito the chance. And there he just vaults over with the crossbody over the rope. And now I think, Ashton, AJ can say he's in control.
I would say so, but how many times have we said that about somebody going against Naito before, and Naito finds a way to switch it?
Exactly. Exactly. And that should be AJ's concern, but I don't think he's got a worry in the world at the moment. And now he's going to follow through with Naito. Gets him back in the ring, picks him up by the head. Let's see what AJ's going to do here. I'm thinking backbreaker. And, oh, wow. Just really driving the knee in there.
Yeah, really high impact.
Just really showing Naito what true pain, what real mind games really are. And let's see now if AJ can just really maintain this baseline of momentum, if he can ride it all the way to a 3-1 record and join Shibata and Fale. And now look at Naito, though, kicking out from the legs of AJ Styles. This is kind of a strategy you'd expect from AJ because of the calf killer submission hold. But Naito utilizing it here. And look at AJ, though, leaps up and gets the Hurricane Rana. That was brilliant.
That, would you say, was phenomenal?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, here's the thing about AJ Styles, folks, and you can call it kissing up, you can call it hyperbole, but I watched this man in the ring. He really does make wrestling look like an art form. I'll tell you that right now. And now Naito there with just that straight forearm. Now AJ, though, responds in kind. And we got a slugfest here. I think this is the kind of stuff Naito enjoys. He thrives on this. And there's a kick to the leg. Stays on the leg. And to your point, Ashton, whoever breaks the forearms first and goes for something different always comes out on top. Not only did Naito go for something different, he stuck to the game plan that he is building together here.
AJ goes after him in the corner there. Naito flips him over the ropes. Oh, a little bit of a forearm exchange there. It looks like AJ got the better of Naito, though.
Oh, God. Could it be a suplex to the outside here? Oh, man. But look at Naito, though. Able to stay on the apron. And again, the kick to the leg. And now, oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, neck breaker on the apron.
That's the same thing that got him the edge against Tanahashi, but instead of the apron, it was into a super sturdy wooden table that didn't even break.
And you have to imagine that finisher of Naito's, that move that put Tanahashi away, almost like a static sliced bread, if you will. Could put AJ away if he really softens up that neck. Now AJ gonna have to try and regain his composure. He's got to beat the count. I have no doubt that he will. But the bigger question here at present is, what is the condition of AJ's neck after really making contact with that apron? And some, Ashton, may call this sweet, sweet justice being incurred upon AJ Styles, given his history of breaking necks. Now shoots AJ off the rope, and there's the back elbow there by Naito, and then there's a drop kick there, low level, right in AJ's face. And I'll tell you, Naito has been so impressive in terms of his psychology and in terms of sticking to a game plan. And I don't think Naito has ever been more dangerous, Ashton. Look at the cravat there.
Nice cravat.
Great form by Naito. And Ashton, I mean, if you're AJ Styles, do you think you're a bit surprised yet by the Naito that you're seeing, or do you just still kind of consider...
Oh, no, this is definitely a shock to the system. You never expect Naito to show up this way.
Exactly, and maintains the cravat there, but AJ does get to the rope, so he is going to have to break it, and he's taking his time breaking it. Naito's not going anywhere. I mean, hell, whatever he was doing prior, he can't get back to it now, so he's going to be staying in this match for the long haul.
Yep.
Now look at the positioning there. He could guillotine AJ on the ropes. Right now, though, he's just content with bringing that pressure right against the rope there, and it's going to make it very difficult for AJ to breathe. And Naito
almost smiling there, yeah.
Does not give a damn. Absolutely does not give a damn. Turned his back on these people. And, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, nothing against the New Japan audience, but it's been working for Naito. So maybe they were the problem. You don't know. And now just puts the boots to AJ's head there. So malicious is Naito. Now, again, another kick. I mean, and this is something you'd expect from AJ to another opponent, but you see a complete reversal in status, and AJ knows he's been disrespected, and what a forearm there, and now another forearm. Naito eating it, though, and then he responds with one of his own, and then again, I think, back to that leg. So persistent on that leg. And now AJ going to try with forearms of his own now. He answers. Repeated forearms. Maybe now AJ can turn it around. Shoots Naito off the ropes, but Naito holding onto the arm, and there's a forearm of his own. Wow, Naito's been so good tonight. I think he's really studied up on AJ. He has been in the ring with him before again, but there's the flurry by Styles.
AJ with a strike combination with the lariat, taking Naito down, turning him inside out.
Really leaned into that lariat, did AJ. I think he put as much power behind it as he was capable of, even with the potentially bad wheel that he's got going on. And Naito is down. Oh, man, can Naito regain a vertical base, or can he maintain control? I feel like AJ's taking it away from him here, but can AJ build upon it? That's the thing I've really learned about these main event clutch style, tournament matches. You've got to build upon your offense. The flurry by itself isn't enough, and AJ is starting to build upon it. There's the back elbow. There's a nice spin kick from AJ. Oh, AJ's feeling it here. He's getting in a groove. He's getting in a rhythm, and that's dangerous for Naito.
Yeah, it
Now
really
Irish
did.
whips Naito though with the reverse Irish whip, but then AJ catches him with a lot of feet to face, tasting a lot of that leather is Naito, and there's the flying forearm from Styles.
Again, one of AJ's sort of signature moves that you don't tend to see in just about every match there.
Oh, and could it be Styles? No, no, not yet. Fireman's carry position. And
Maybe
now,
oh
oh,
wow, what do you even call that? Maybe a Death
I,
Valley bomb.
yeah, maybe a Death Valley bomb. Indeed, and that cover was deep, but it wasn't enough to beat Naito here. Naito stays in it. AJ, though, all kinds of fired up here. Can AJ Styles become 3-1 by the time this show comes to a close? Or will it be Naito that
Oh,
joins
he's calling for
Shibata
the
down the line?
clash.
Oh, but Naito had it so well scouted, drives AJ into the corner. And now he charges at AJ, catches the feet, traps AJ, and another neck breaker. Brilliant by Naito, Ashton.
So now I have to ask, John, do you think he should be targeting the neck or the leg?
I think the neck. I think absolutely because Naito's finisher is neck based. That's the smarter move here. And look at Naito just leaps up, balances on the rope. What's he thinking here? And what a dropkick. Sends AJ Styles to the opposite end of the ring.
And
Good
now,
God.
yeah,
Oh,
now you
man.
kind of got to think he wants, yeah, some kind of maybe like a drop kick. Yeah, triangle drop kick. Look at that. Triangle basement drop kick at that.
I gotta be honest. We all know that Naito is so good, but I wonder how many people are shocked that he's keeping pace with AJ Styles like this.
Yeah.
Hell, I think you could argue at this point that Naito is outpacing AJ Styles. I mean, that neck advantage that Naito has cannot be understated. And now Naito, look at him, just bragging. Look at what I'm doing to AJ Styles. Look at how humble I'm making the phenomenal one. But you gotta pin his shoulder to the mat for 3 seconds to really solidify your boasting. And there's the jawbreaker there by AJ Styles, I'd say almost out of desperation, to just create even the smallest of openings here. And now there's a chop. And man, I've seen AJ in many barn burners over the years. I know he can battle back. Ducks the forearm there. The waist lock. Will it be a suplex? Oh, wow! A wheelbarrow suplex there. Grabs the tights. And oh, Naito still kicks out. He still kicks out.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, what a wheelbarrow. That was a wheelbarrow facebuster. Am I correct? I know I said a wheelbarrow suplex. It's a wheelbarrow facebuster. It's the technical term. AJ got all of it on Naito. Still wasn't enough. And now AJ. Let's see if he can build on it here. That was a big offensive maneuver by AJ. Look at that. Naito ducks the clothesline. Off the ropes. Tornado DDT and again the neck. Again the neck. Naito continues the game plan.
Just
Oh, AJ.
destroying AJ Styles' neck right now.
Okay. Oh, look at
Picking it
that.
apart.
Koji clutch.
Oh, this might be it. AJ might tap out to this. AJ might go into self-preservation mode.
He might. I mean, that neck is in a bad way. Either that or AJ Styles could just pass out from the pain, which is another very distinct possibility. That Koji clutch from Naito. Man, he is staying on AJ here. And AJ, I don't know if he's trying to reverse the pressure. He can't. He's got that cinched in, does Naito. It's in deep.
It's in really deep.
Man, he is just cranking on it here.
AJ needs to get out of this, get to the ropes.
I don't know if he can, though. I mean, he is dead center in the ring. Naito, just absolutely excellent positioning. And now AJ trying to move. But that's the horrible thing about the Koji clutch. When you have it in as tight as Naito does, and he does get the leg. AJ brilliant. Instead of trying to move forward and carry Naito's weight, he just shifted his own to get his leg on the rope, but Naito is not breaking the hold. And finally, he does.
Yeah, the ref has to force him off.
Man, I gotta say, I remember their bout from Wrestle Kingdom 9. I have to say that I think this one's far more competitive on Naito's end. What a submission hold he had there. That Koji clutch makes all the difference. Now he's going to pick AJ up by the hair. He's going to try and maybe bring him into the corner. There's a hard forearm. Good God. And now, there's a pointed elbow there right into the back of the head, it looked like, back of the head and neck. And AJ just slumps down. Man, if you're AJ, what are you even thinking right now? And now he just sits AJ atop the turnbuckle there. Could it be a superplex? Oh my God, that chop! And AJ he's half in, half out at this point, Ash, and this is unbelievable.
I
Could it be
never
a Hurricane
expected. I
Rana?
mean,
Maybe.
I knew that this could be a close match, but I never expected Naito to dominate like this.
Oh my God! The strength of AJ and Naito holding onto the ropes though, and look at him kicking AJ off. That's a brilliant counter by Naito. He got caught, but man, was he prepared for it. He was.
Unbelievable.
Tornado DDT again. No, AJ stuffs it. Snap suplex into the turnbuckles there. Into the corner, and again, as I've said repeatedly throughout this night, very little give on that padding, and a snap suplex has got to be hell on the back when it meets metal there. That could be the opening for AJ Styles, but man, I still have to commend Naito. What a brilliant counter to a potential Styles clash. Clasped his hands on the ropes and then used the free leg to kick AJ in the face repeatedly. But AJ, though, still, man, that snap suplex could have been a difference maker for the phenomenal one. Oh, man, let's see what he's going to try and go for here. No, it's not going to be a clash. And again, back to the leg, though, of Naito. He alternates between the leg and neck. I mean, how great is it when you're dealing with a guy like AJ Styles to be working with two wounded body parts instead of one? And there's the enziguri there to the back of the head. Oh, wow, Ashton. AJ responding in kind there, and Naito practically flips on impact.
And Naito looks down and out. He looks like he has some glazed over eyes going on right now.
But how much does it matter, Ashton, when you're AJ Styles and you've got a bad wheel and a bad neck on top of that?
Yeah,
I mean,
normally I don't recommend going after more than one body part at a time, but Naito has found a way to perfectly balance the neck and leg offense.
Yeah, Naito knows what he's doing. It is next level from Naito. I've never seen anybody have the kind of balance with that kind of offense as Naito has had, because you're right, traditionally, it's just really zoning in on one body part. Naito's been able to effectively devote attention to two, and that's got to be terrifying to anybody.
Naito's smiling, though.
He's loving this. He is loving the fact that he is standing toe-to-toe with AJ Styles, and what a front shot there.
That overhand chop was just brutal, and now the forearms.
Oh, man, back and forth, and AJ with another lariat. Good God, he leaned into that one, took Naito's head off. Oh, man, AJ is pissed off now. I think something may have just been awoken in the phenomenal one, but Naito again in the headbutt.
Oh, and he spit. It looks like he spit on him, not a headbutt.
Oh, did he spit on him? Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Inverted atomic drop, and now what's he going for? A jackknife cover. Jackknife cover by Naito. Jackknife cover, and now two. Oh, AJ kicked out. I'll tell you. Oh, AJ. Pele by AJ. Oh, could it be the Styles clash here? He's going to pick Naito up if he gets, or no, Bloody Sunday. It's going to be Bloody Sunday. Naito counters. Oh, is it going to be that finisher? He hit it. Cover. 1, 2.
Oh my God, he did it.
Naito is beating AJ Styles.
Again, Naito with the unique finisher gets the win over AJ Styles. Tanahashi and AJ Styles in consecutive matches.
I mean, Ashton, and that's the key word, consecutive. How terrifying is Naito right now?
I would not want to. And here's the thing. You say that, but how terrifying is Shibata right now, knowing that he is the only man so far that's been able to beat Naito?
That is an excellent counterpoint. I've got to say the favorites right now are looking like Shibata, Naito, Okada, and Ishii. Okada and Ishii, that latter grouping, having 3-0 records, but 3-1, Ashton, is nothing to scoff at.
Well, and both of those men could be 3-1 after Saturday.
And here's another point worth noting, not to pour salt in the wound, but AJ Styles, oh, come on, Naito. Come on, damn it. And now he's taking out the referee here. And now he does not give a damn. He knows this victory belongs to him. He does not care.
He really does not like red shoes.
He really does not. A lot of animosity there for Naito. And just continues the beatdown. What disrespect. And now Naito just lounging in the ring. But hey, like you said when he beat Tanahashi, love him or not, he earned this time.
Yeah, I mean, if AJ would have won, the Bullet Club would have been in the ring cutting a promo about how they're the best ever. Let Naito do his thing. Maybe don't go after the ref, but Naito has the right to celebrate now. He earned it by winning that match.
Absolutely. And I mean, again, as I was saying before, that blatant act of disrespect by Naito, AJ Styles, the only black mark on the Bullet Club's record on day 7 of the G1 Climax.
And Tetsuya Naito got to play spoiler, exactly.
Yeah, just like you call it, you said if anybody could spoil the Bullet Club's night, it would be Naito, and by God, he did it. I mean, AJ Styles, the man that's normally used to carrying all the pressure on his back, almost like the Atlas of the Bullet Club. The world buckled underneath his shoulders tonight, and he just couldn't handle what Naito was bringing him. That neck-based game plan of Naito pays dividends now, not once, but twice. Naito, despite the fact that his record may not be as pristine as Okada's or Ishii's, I feel like may have just become one of the most dangerous men in this tournament. And again, Ashton, to your point earlier, you've got to group Shibata in that same class.
Yeah. Who beat Shibata?
AJ Styles.
Another perfect triangle. AJ beat Shibata. Shibata beat Naito. Naito beat AJ.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Naito has got to be riding high. He is 3-1. Shibata 3-1. Bad luck Fale 3-1. What a night. Day 7 of the G1 Climax full of surprises.
Unbelievable. I've really, really enjoyed this tournament so far. And this night's show, the series of matches that we just got to see were really fun. The main event was great, but I'm going to tell you right now, my match of the night was easily Shibata Ibushi.
Oh, that had such great holds, such great counters. Again, that's what makes Shibata so dangerous, is his fluidity from going to hold, to hold, to hold. Ibushi couldn't keep up, and as you said during that match, that's really a shocking statement to make given the quickness of Ibushi. But
Yeah.
this match, Naito versus AJ Styles, Naito gets his win back. AJ may have won at Wrestle Kingdom 9, but we were saying it throughout the matchup. This wasn't the same Naito, and that proved out here because Naito got the win. My God, what a night at G1 Climax.
It looked there almost like Naito attacked a cameraman. Good thing Stephanie McMahon isn't around to suspend him.
Absolutely, Naito, no respect. But again, I have to say it with a heavy heart. Nothing against the New Japan audience, but maybe they were the problem. Maybe respect is the problem because this Naito has just beaten Tanahashi and AJ Styles in consecutive matches, to your point, Ashton.
Unbelievable. Two amazing matches, two huge wins for Tetsuya Naito. And now, with that, we're going to leave you guys off, and we will see you for our Ultima Lucha live reactions tonight, part 1. And we will follow it up, eventually getting around to reviewing NXT as well. But seriously, though, Ultima Lucha, baby!